Next, I took the crankshaft down and had it ground 10 under on both the mains and the rods. Down there I was asked if I wanted the tolerances set at 1,000ths, 2,000ths, or 3,000ths. I chose 2. I just gave him the crankshaft. He didn't have the block or the main caps or anything to go off of. I'll show you what we came up with. After giving the crankshaft another thorough clean, I have the bearings all situated and ready for the crankshaft to be inserted. I did go with assembly gel. I'm not exactly sure how long this motor is going to sit before it actually gets fired up. So instead of using assembly lube, I decided to go with some gel. Specifically, it is Driven GP1 assembly gel. It's designed to stay in place if you're not going to start the motor relatively soon after building, or if it's just going to take a while. So with that, crank insertion time. Every single one of these is pretty much exactly the same, and according to the chart, we are right at 2,000ths, which is right on the money for this build. And as far as the rods are concerned, we got one installed and did a little plastigage, and it looks like we are right at 15,000ths. So that'll work great. We'll be able to use 1030 motor oil, no problem. And I think that's just about perfect for this application. All right, and the crank installation is now complete. I used some ARP Ultra Torque on the bolts and torqued them down to the specification of 70 foot-pounds. As far as the ring gap is concerned, I went with the Speed Pro ring gap settings here, and I'm not exactly sure what this motor is going to be used for, whether the owner is going to use it just for street use, or is going to take it drag racing or put nitrous to it or anything like that. So I chose a rather conservative 20,000ths for the top ring and 24,000ths for the second ring. That will give the owner the biggest spread of uses to what they want to do. So I have the top ring in this hole here set at 20,000ths, nice and snug. And also I have 24,000ths set here. It is also nice and snug. So there we go. Okay, I have assembled the pistons, rods, and rings, and it's time to find out if we have a balanced rotating assembly. 1407.7, 1408.8, 1408.5, 1407.6, 1408.5, 1408.4, 1408.4. So it looks like all of the pistons, rods, and rings are within 2 grams of each other, and we have a balanced rotating assembly. All right, it is now ready for paint. Got it all masked up.
we'll be going with the Duplicolor engine paint. Of course, it'll be Chevrolet orange. Give it a quick coat of primer and then we'll be ready for paint. All right, finished painting it. Came out really nice. Did have to do 4 coats to get good coverage, but it is a nice looking 327. And I did find some gloss clear coat. All in all, looks good. Ready to continue assembly.